Hi, I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel, Making Melody Crafts. So today we're going to make a card with a pocket, bookmark, and charms. This happens to be a Mother's Day card. Let's get started. Already scored the cardstock here that we're going to be using. This is our card base. This is Neenah paper, 110 pound. But before we do that part, I am going to get the bookmark ready. So we're going to put this on the inside of the card, and don't mind me as I work upside down. Hopefully I'll do pretty well with that. I need my scrap paper, here we go. And we're gonna kind of just give this some background color, and the color that I'm using is the Pink Pirouette. This is an older color from Stampin' Up. And so this is a great big like a you know, pouncer for stenciling. Big words, pouncer. So today's already, you know, into May here. So when I'm making this video, obviously Mother's Day is on the 10th. So I know that is coming up, but that doesn't mean that we can't make a great card. All right, so that is already done, and I've got one that I've done a little bit more, and I've edged, already finished and completed. So this is the start. That's the base, and now this is a sticker that I've got, and the paper that I'm using today is from Echo Park Paper Company, and that's made in the USA. It's pretty cool. And this one's called Grandma's House. I think I got that at Tuesday morning. And these stickers, there's a whole bunch of them. It comes in this set, sticker accents, that's also from Echo Park Paper Company. This sticker they're pretty good. The adhesive's pretty good, and these aren't, you know, like an older item or anything like that. But I'm still gonna add some extra glue to the back just to be sure, because I don't want it coming apart. I think that is adequate, and let's get that down. So let me turn that around so you can see. And now obviously this is a little bit large, and we're going to cover up that hole. Oops, sorry for being out of frame there. But I'm going to just hole punch that, you know, when we're all done. So no worries there. Get that down, and again, this adhesive, this Scotch Create, it's made by 3M, that glue stick. It gives you some time to position things so you have them, you know, kind of where you want them. So that's better. So I'm going to leave that alone for a little bit. We're going to let that dry, and then we're going to add some things to that in a little bit, to that bookmark. So let that hang out. All right, and what did I do with my card base? Here we go. So now I'm going to glue this down onto here, and I just have a scoring tool, and that's how I did that. So I don't know if you can see, but there are ridges in that. So I pushed on this side, and that's the pattern on the other side, and then the ridges come up higher on this side. So it's pretty cool. I like doing that. And I'm going to get my tape glider. I got the paper there a little bit into the baby wipe. Not sure if you could see that or not, but it's a little bit wet there, but that'll dry, so don't worry if you do anything like that. It'll be all right. This is a pretty handy tool. I like it a lot, and I decorated mine a little bit here, so added some contact paper to it. So I'm really loading that up with a lot of adhesive, but you know, I just want to be sure it doesn't come off. So when you're working and doing stuff, sometimes it's kind of nice just to put a little arrow on the back if you can. So I did that so I know which side is up, so I don't make an upside down card. Oh, also when I did this paper, you know, this was an 8.5 by 11. I scored it, folded it, and cut it. And if you score it, you'll have a better looking card, just a more, you know, professional look on the inside. So there we go. And I almost did that upside down. No worries. Now this tape, you don't have any extra time, so sorry, I'm gonna have to get right in the frame here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's call that good. And I like to kind of make sure that's down with my brayer, so that's all set. Yes. Next thing we're gonna do is get this down on here, and then we're gonna put our sentiment on top of that. You know, whatever the occasion is, whatever you want it to say. Yep, I think that'll be just fine right there. And I think this time I'm going to use the glue stick again, because then I can obviously, you know, have a little wiggle room, and it's okay if it doesn't go right in the perfect spot at first. We have some time to play with that and make it work. And let's see. That should be good. I just want that a little bit down from the top. And the nice thing is when you do the scoring, now you have a perfect line to go across. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, I think that's good. So I hope everyone is doing well, and I am already kind of feeling, I don't know, just maybe out of sorts or something. Oh, don't mind the Merry Christmas on there. This is my scrap paper. This, you know, a lot of inside time is not as much fun as I thought it would be. No, I didn't think it would be fun. Alright, so that is good there. Now I want to get my sentiment down. So I'm going to use my Happy Mother's Day one here. I've got that already on my block, and the ink that I'm using is Memento dye-based ink. That's a permanent ink, and this color is Tuxedo Black. It's really crisp, and generally this ink pad never lets me down. So I like that quite a bit. And as you can see, well, let me turn it around for you. As you can see, there is some ink on here. Normally I would take the time to clean that all off with a baby wipe. I'm just gonna get it down on the paper. There we go. All right, give that ink a little time to transfer, and we should be good. All right, we are doing good. All right, so that's kind of how the outside is gonna look. And usually I don't do a whole lot with the inside of my cards. I tend to do mostly decoration on the outside, but whenever I have, I enjoy that so much. I think it's so much fun. Now, you know what I would kind of like? I'd kind of like that to pop off the page a little bit more. It is, I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. See if I can do this pretty good there. There we go. And yeah, it's just not popping off the paper there. It's kind of blending in a little too much to the background. So this is a Memento ink also. Whoa, the teardrop ones, so they're kind of convenient. And I'm just going to give the edge a little bit of color and then get that down. And there we go. All right. So even if you're down to the wire and you don't have a lot of time, this is not a complicated card. Yeah, I did the scoring ahead of time, but that's not anything that you have to do. No worries there. And if maybe if you live near the person that you're giving this to, let me turn that around for a minute. Not too bad. Obviously, you can leave it in their box or whatever. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. That looks pretty good. Now for the inside. So back to our tag and another decoration we're going to do for the inside. So this is a really neat, and check out my other video about a haul, because I kind of show you this whole thing and how many of these I got. It's really neat. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm just going to do one so you can see it, and then I've got one already finished for, in the interest of time. So you put that in and kind of punch that out, and then that's the edge that you get, and this part of course comes off, so that's what you'll have left. So I've already done that on another piece, so this one's all done, and I think it looks like a little fence at the top, doesn't it? I love that those little like edge, that all the like little bumps there, whatever, little edge. Kind of fun. So now got that. Now on the inside of the card, what we're going to do is get this into here, and then I'll show you what else we're going to do with the tag in just a minute. Tag or bookmark, whatever somebody wants to do with it. I think that'll work. So before I glue this down, I use this as a pocket to put in a gift card or something like that. Before you do that with anything like this, you need to kind of break up those fibers a little bit on the paper. So you can just do that with your hand. You could also use a pencil or something. That would work just fine. And now, I don't know if you can see, but there's some, curve to it so that it'll stay away from the card just a little bit. Now when you cut these, this card is 5 by 7. When you cut this paper, whoops, I almost threw it. When you cut this paper, keep that in mind. If it's over just a hair, that'll probably work out, because when you kind of loosen those fibers up a little bit so you can fit in your gift card or whatever it is that you want to put in there, or a note of encouragement, it's going to take up some of that space. I think mine is just a little bit too big, but we'll see. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it on this side, hang off here, and then we'll cut it. So let's get that glue down and get going on that. Where's my glue? There we go. Yeah, this paper line is really cute. And the only thing when you're using this is, you know, get your glue on the bottom and your sides. I tend to just go up 1 or 2 of these. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit because I am having trouble staying in frame and getting to show you everything I want to show you. Right, when you're going to put your gift card in, you want space here. So only go about 2 of these lines if you have that that paper punch, that border punch. And yeah, I'm happy with that. If you do glue the whole thing down, you know, no worries. Just move on, and you can still put a gift card in there. It'll just look like a really nice decoration in the card. So one reason why I like to use that glue for this as well is because you really need to, you know, have it be really straight. Ooh, I can't think of words. Wow. Is anybody else having that happen? That is how I'm feeling. So that's kind of what that's going to look like. But we are going to decorate that tag a little bit more, that bookmark a little more. All right. So that's the amount. I don't know if you can tell that little bit of give there. Yeah, I don't think that really shows up on camera, does it? It's just away from the paper a little bit. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Now the other side, you can see it's kind of hanging over a little bit. We can take our scissors and carefully, and I'm actually going to go kind of slow here, and just cut off the excess. There we go. It's usually better to do that anyways. I've done this before on the inside of the card like that, and you know, I've cut off a little too much or made it a little too short, and you know, if you're short on time, you just got to go with that, right? And that's all right. You could always have it be a little bit smaller as long as there's room to fit your gift card or whatever it is that you want to put in there. Okay, I like that part. That is cool. Oh no, do you know what I just did? Oh my gosh, do you see it? You probably already noticed, didn't you? I just put that in upside down. So, since we used that kind of glue, let's see if I have time to get it back up. So now you're going to get to see how to fix that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, whew, that was a close call. So I'm just going to kind of breathe on that a little bit, and hopefully it'll release. But this glue is definitely permanent, so this might be a game changer. Oh yeah, some of the paper's kind of coming off a little bit. All right, well, we'll see what we can do about that. One thing that I would do, that's happened to me before, that's, you know, pretty common, that kind of thing happens, is you can just cut this backside off, trim that all around, and start again with the top part. All right, I fixed that mistake, and now we're just going to move along, right? So those things happen, and you know, we'll just adapt and call it good. So all I did was I cut off the back of the card base because it actually damaged the paper, and some of the paper from the inside also got ripped, so that's okay. I just scored another piece of paper, then folded it, and we're good to go. Yep, that'll be just fine. So this way we've already got that on there. Now obviously that'll make your card heavier if that does happen to you. This will be heavier, and then, you know, that may require extra postage if you're mailing it. Okay, and I'm using my tape glider again, the ATG, also made by Scotch. I don't work for them, but I do like a lot of their products. Okay, so this is heavier, so I'm not going to be shy with using a lot of the tape roll. Okay, now let's get that down. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Again, I'm going to get right in the frame here just so I can really see what I'm doing. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Use my brayer again. That stuck down pretty well. That's not going anyplace. Now, let me be careful this time to not do this upside down. Oh gosh. Well, you know what? It happens to everybody, right? There's always, sometimes something's not going to go quite right, but we just learn from that and keep on going. Now I see this, I want to edge this a little bit better, so I'm going to do that because this was the side that I had trimmed. Okay, and get that in there again. And now, yes, we're on the right side. Oh boy. All fixed, and let me push this back down. It's coming up a little bit. There we go. Not quite straight. I want that right to the edge. There, good. Okay, there and there. Now just to make sure before I continue that my middle area is open, yes, so I can get that in and out of there easily. So that is how that will be. And now for the tag, for the bookmark. I guess it's really a bookmark, right? Okay, that, I think I'm just going to use my regular hole punch. Yep, that's the same size. So that's good. So now we've got that out of there. So we've got our space. And what I want to do with that is I want to put some ribbon through there, and then we're also going to attach some charms to that, to the ribbon. So I pre-cut these. These are 12 inches long, and all right, so I folded it in half and fed it through the front. And now I am going to just grab that, all the ends, pull it through, and then, whoops, and then slowly work this to where it will kind of do what I want. So you may have to fiddle with this a little bit, but it does look pretty cute when it's done. I'm going to call that good, and we'll go ahead and attach our charms so we can call it done. And then, you know, on the back you can sign it, write an encouraging message, whatever you want to do if you wanted to do a bookmark. So I had these. This was another Goodwill find. Got a whole box of different kinds of jewelry and things like that. So these were some charms. And so I've got a cross and a little charm with birds on it. With these jump rings, if you do jewelry, you know all about this. And don't mind my band-aid, I hurt my finger. We're just gonna turn it like this, so don't pull it away like that. You want to twist it like that, otherwise it just kind of weakens it. Now let me make sure that I put this on right. And I'm just gonna attach it. I have to turn this around for a minute, sorry about that. But I'm going to attach it to one of those ribbons. Let's see, I think I want it, yeah, I'm going to attach it here. So there's, you could, I suppose, attach it to both, you know, but I only want to put it on the one. All right, so when I closed that back up, I did it the same way. Closed it back up just like I opened it. So away and then back together, but don't open it like that, like a U shape, because that'll just weaken that, ring. So those are the charms. Let me see if you can see that. So cute, right? And you know, I have the person in mind when I'm making a card and know what kind of things that they would like. So that is that. And then we can just slip our bookmark right into our card. Now, in order to mail this, I'm probably going to put it in a bubble mailer because I have another one similar to this. And I'm going to tuck the ribbon behind there, slide that in. If your glue's not dry yet, don't push that bookmark too far in or that's going to be stuck there forever. That would not be good. And yeah, and that should be okay. That should travel okay. And then obviously you can write your message over here. So that is our Mother's Day card. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me get noticed by YouTube. And yeah, share on social media and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll catch you later. Hi, I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel. It sounded like I didn't know my own name.